You can also do geofencing, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if you're looking for people who watch football and there's an NFL game in your city, you can create an imaginary fence around that geography. And while those people are within that space, your ads are going to pop up when they open and post to Instagram or Facebook or what have you. And so many organizations completely miss this part.
Oh
And
yeah. No, I mean, Barbie, you bring up the geofencing, geo-targeting piece of this, which is next level, I think, TA stuff. Not a lot of people get involved with this, but think of, hey, you're in a city and a mile down the road is a major competitor, a giant facility they have, 5,000 people at. You can put a fence around there where every time someone turns on their phone, you are targeting them with
yeah,
your job advertising. And again, it's a little big brotherish. It's a little, I mean, rifle approach to go after right talent, but the same thing. I've seen it work really well at job fairs, at universities, at conferences. Like we see
yeah,
that all the time. People are geo targeting, geofencing on conferences.
yeah,
And really, if you're out there trying to hire hourly people right now, the geo targeting approach of saying, hey, what we know, all the data shows us that the hourly workers, for the most part, around 90% are only about a 15-minute commute from your place of business, right?
right.
So you have to start very close, a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles, and you start going out, circle, to say, hey, how do we actually get those people who are really close to us? It's not about the best talent for some of those jobs, because you can teach people. It's about who's going to show up. And turns out if they're close, they're probably more likely to show up. Right.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And there's just so much you can do with it. And once you get the concept, but I think the key, and correct me if you disagree or you have another approach, the key to it being successful is everything you do before you launch it. Know who you're trying to target, know why you're trying to target them, know what your value is to them. So why should they care? Right? If you go into programmatic without having that identified on the front end and that strategic piece mapped out, you may not get the surgical return you're looking for, versus just because in a way it's a scatter shot, but you can really narrow it down into
For
that
sure.
surgical piece if you do it the right way.